Hi everyone, welcome back to my North Knit Corner. My name is Anne. I come to you from the south of Norway. Here I live with my husband and our 3 boys and our Jack Russell Terrier called Mukka. I don't know about you, but my YouTube feed is full of everything I knit in 2025 videos, and I love to watch those. I think they are so inspiring, and it's so much fun to get a recap of what people have been knitting in the year that has gone by. And I'm excited to film my own everything I knit in 2025 video today. I won't show you everything I knit because Ravelry tells me I have been knitting 117 things. That's a lot. And I just want to say that I have a lot of knitting time. I'm at home most of the time, and because of health issues I can't work. So knitting is a big part of my day. I have a lot of hours in the day to knit, and it's so nice for me to have that wonderful hobby that I can use my hands, I can use my brain, and that's good for me because I don't know what I would use my day for if I didn't have my knitting. So just know that it's we knit what we can with the time we have all different life situations, and yeah, it's important for me to say because I can often feel that I knit too much. That yeah, and I'm not knitting a lot because I need to produce a lot for this channel. I just knit a lot because I have a lot of time for knitting. So yeah, I just want to let you know that, and no one should feel pressured one way or the other. So yeah, but I have knitted a lot of Christmas ornaments, and last year I knitted it all through the year. I won't show you those, and I won't show you the squares that I've knitted for the square relay blanket that I'm making. And I probably won't show you a lot of accessories, but some maybe. And not the socks that I've knitted because I'm going to make a own episode about my socks from 2025. So that was a long intro, but let's have I said I maybe should say that I think I will divide this into 2 episodes, one from January to June and one from July to December, just to make it easier for myself and also for you guys, that you have that it won't be a long episode and we can divide it. So hope that's okay for you. But now let's get started with January. I have my notes here beside me because I have knitted a lot, as I said, and it's impossible for me to remember everything, so I have some notes. So I might be looking down a bit. I hope that's okay for you. In January, excuse me, I knitted 3 pairs of socks. I knitted 2 scarves, 1 hat, and a Monday sweater. And the Monday sweater I want to show you. Here it is. Well, my first sweater from 2025. The Monday sweater is an amazing pattern. It's a basic pattern, but I think it's great. It's a raglan. It's a very wide raglan, which I think looks great. I knitted this in my advent calendar from 2024, and that was from Through the Wardrobe Yarn, and she had an advent calendar inspired by the Narnia books. So I think it was called Back Through the Wardrobe. And I used it together with Drops Kid Silk in the color 38 Chalk. And I held that all the way through and just faded the colors into each other. And I think it looks wonderful. And this is a dream. I love this sweater so much. I use it so much because it's an easy throw-on piece. It's comfy, cozy, and yeah, I use it so much. Much more than most of my sweaters, actually. So I knitted this in 10 days, and I absolutely love it. And the Monday sweater, yeah, as I said, a great basic pattern, and spoiler, I'm actually knitting another one right now that you will see in a future podcast. In February, I knitted 2 pairs of socks, 2 hot water bottle covers, and a battle axe, which I can put up a picture for you here. I knitted that axe for Samuel. He asked for it, so I tried my best. It doesn't look great, and it's not something that he has been playing with at all. But it was fun. Yeah, I don't know if I can say it was fun at all, but yeah, it was something to knit. But then I also knitted the Paul Klee sweater by Midori Hirose. Here that is. So the Paul Klee sweater is, the pattern is inspired by Paul Klee's paintings. And what is so much fun with this sweater is that you can play with colors. And I knitted this in Hillesvåg Vilje, which is 100% wool. I bought this when I was visiting the Hillesvåg mill in 2023. And so that's special for me because it was a wonderful trip that I had. And I also used a lot of yarn from the Advent swap that I had in 2023, I think, with Lauren in Work Knits. I have used some other scraps as well, but mostly from that calendar, and I think that's so fun. It's a nice memory from that wonderful swap we had. I did change the neckline. I can maybe put in a picture of how the neck looked after I knitted this, because the neck is a higher neck and I didn't like how it looked. So I decided to cut it off. It was quite scary, I must admit, but I'm happy I did it. And I just did an I-cord instead. And I took the orange color that I already had used in my sweater and did around there. So I'm very happy with that. And I think it was some of you who's watching that suggested I should use the orange, and that I'm so thankful for, because I think it looks very nice. And this was knitted in how many days? 96 days. So it actually took me quite a while to knit. In March, I finished a very big project. I finished the Zigzag Zen blanket by Anina Yuti, and I will put in a picture of it. I can't remember if I started this in 24 or 23. Yeah, I don't remember, but I was finished with it in March 2025. And I think it's a wonderful, wonderful blanket. And I also finished 4 pairs of socks. So it was a sock heavy month. And I also finished a project that I've been thinking about knitting for such a long time. It was so many people knitting it, and it's the Feel Sweater by Camilla Wad. Now, I feel like everyone knitted this. I know not everyone did, but a lot of Norwegian knitting podcasters knitted this. So I saw it everywhere, I felt. And I think the pattern is from 2023. So it took me quite a while before I got it on the needles. The yarn I've used is Sandnes Tove. It's 100% wool. It's no longer available. It's a discontinued yarn, and it's been discontinued for a few years, I think, but I was so lucky that I won enough yarn for a sweater at a podcast meetup that we had in 2024. And then I immediately knew I wanted to use it for the field sweater, and I'm really happy about that. It's a wonderful yarn, so I'm very sad that it's discontinued. But I was intimidated to start because I've heard that these grains or wheat, or what you call this structure, was a little bit difficult. And I think, if I remember correctly, there's a lot of things to remember, so I don't remember everything, but I thought it was a little bit fiddly some places, but it went by okay. And I think it turned out to be a very nice sweater. So how many days did I use? Only 16 days actually, so it had to be a little bit of fun, even though it's a lot of stockinette. Yeah, but of course it has with needle size and everything as well. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else to say about it other than I'm very happy about it. I haven't used it a lot, probably because I have too much sweaters to choose between, but I should use it more. It's also very comfortable to wear. Then I knitted another sweater that I had been eyeing for such a long time. Another sweater that many people knitted. I get very easily influenced, it seems like, but that's a lot of fun as well. I get inspired by watching other people's knitting, both on Instagram and on YouTube. So this is the Salty Days sweater by Veronica Lindberg, Huto Akika. And I just have to say, this was so much fun to knit. I enjoyed this so much with the different structures, and also, everything about it was just so much fun. This was fun to knit and is amazing to wear. I love the fit. I love the dropped shoulder. I love the structure. It's perfect. So this is the highlight of the year, I have to say. I knitted it in Sandnes Double Sunday in the color 1012 Whipped Cream, and Dale Tynn Kid Silk Erle in the color 4001 White. Yeah. So this is, I think, absolutely one of the sweaters that I'm most happy with from 2025. It took me 18 days to knit. In April, I knitted 2 pairs of socks, and then I knitted a vest from a designer new to me. It's the Tulip Loop vest by Other Loops. So this is another one that I had been seeing on other people's knitting podcasts and on Instagram, and was influenced to knit. But I'm very happy with this as well. I really like the V-neck, I like the split hem, and I like that it's so oversized. I knitted this in yarn that I repurposed from a sweater that I knitted for my husband. I think it was a Vlogmas in maybe 24 that I did take a few sweaters, and I repurposed the yarn. I ripped it all out and frog them. And then I decided, instead of using it for another sweater for my husband, the reason I ripped it back was because it had grew so much. It's an alpaca yarn. It's a yarn from A Knit Story. It's called Feel Good Chubby. The yarn brand, and the yarn is no longer, the yarn is not available and the brand is no longer. So I decided to use it for me instead. And I hold it with Drops Kid Silk number 15 dark brown, hoping that the Kid Silk will help it to keep it in shape and not to grow so much. But yeah, I love it. I think it's great, but I haven't used it so much. I don't feel cool enough to wear it, and I think it's hard to style. Yeah, I did recently buy a new button up to wear under it, so I have when I do some b-roll, and I will put that shirt on, and you can see how it's looking, and you can maybe tell me if you think it fits and if it looks okay with that new shirt. I used how many days to knit this? 2 weeks, 14 days. And as I think it was a very enjoyable knit. I like knitting cables, and I liked other loops pattern writing, as you will see later in this episode. In April, I started to get the itch for some spring and summer knitting, and I had some leftover yarn from my zigzag sand blanket. Some Drops Flora in the color 7 beige that I used as a main color in the blanket, and I decided to use that to knit the Tonight Top by Lily Kate France. This is my 3rd time knitting the Tonight Top, and it's a pattern that I think it's wonderful, and it's just a fit and everything is perfect. And Lily Kate is so considerate in her pattern writing and in her sizing. So yeah, I was happy to knit another one of these. In the Tonight Top, it's a mock neck, I think, or do you call it a crew neck? Maybe a turtleneck. I don't have control over all of these different colors and necks, and yeah, but it's a high collar or a high turtleneck, I guess. But I decided to go for another, just a short little ribbing around the neck. Difficult. Yeah, so I'm very happy with how it turned out. And I did do the detail in the sides that's written in the pattern. And I used 20 days to knit this one. In May, I knitted 3 pairs of socks and 1 headband, the Hydra headband by Fiber Tales, I believe. And I also knitted another pattern from Other Loops. I knitted the twist loop top. And I knitted this in Filcolana Avetta in the color 977 Marzipan. I felt like this was a slog. I didn't really enjoy this one. I really wanted the finished piece, but I didn't enjoy the knitting, I have to admit. And it did not turn out the way I hoped it would. The armholes are way too big, And you can see the bra straps when I'm wearing this, and I don't like that. And maybe I should have knitted another size, but I don't think so, because I do like it, a little bit oversized look that I also think that is in the pattern pictures. So I really want to knit this again. I have some knitting for olive yarn, merino, knitting for olive merino, that I want to use for another one. And if I do that, hopefully this year in 2026, I will shorten the armholes. Or what will I do? I have been writing down what I want to do, but I think I want to try to make the straps a little bit wider, the armholes a little bit shorter, and also do a double knitted band around the sleeve or armholes. Yeah, that is my thought right now. We'll see. But I like this, and I do wear it, but I always use a cardigan over it because I don't like the look of the armholes. And yeah, so, but I can use it if I wear a cardigan. Yeah, so it gets some use, but not a lot. I use 29 days to knit this, and I think it's beautiful. I do love the cable and everything, and I really want one that fits me better. Then I was really starting to knit summer things, or spring and summer things, and I cast on the Ravelry's. I'm not sure you're say it like that, but Ravelry's by Hanna Lubun, Herb Garden Knitwear. And I'm sorry, it's a little bit crinkly, but it has been stored away for the winter. I knitted this in a really luxury yarn, which is amazing and soft. It's from CTE yarn. It's a Norwegian hand dyer, and it's her Snob Merino base in the color Ranuncle. And it's 50% merino and 50% silk, and it's just divine. And this is another top that I really, really love. It has a perfect fit. I like that it's very airy, and I think the detail with the yarn overs, and there's also small cables in between the yarn overs, also on the bottom before the hem, which I think is such a very cute detail. And I love the color of this. So I'm excited to take it out when spring and summer comes back. But right now it's snow outside and cold, very cold. So I have to put it away for now. But I knitted this in only 10 days. So this was fun, I imagine. I can't remember. But this is a pattern that I also really recommend. Hanna's patterns are so considerate and also so size inclusive. So highly recommend. And then I finished a very big project also in May. It was my no frills cardigan. And it's not so easy to show you, but of course I have B-roll. It's quite long. The no frills cardigan is of course petite knit. It's knitted in Drops Flora in color number 8 brown and Drops Kid Silk in 42 almond. And this was a labor of love, but it was worth it because it's a wonderful cozy cardigan that I haven't been able to wear too much. I finished it in May and then it was summer, but I hope I will be able to use it more when the spring comes along, maybe instead of a jacket. I think it's again a little bit difficult to know how to wear this because I can't wear like a jacket over this when I go outside, so it's not something that I would wear now in the winter, because a jacket or coat over this would make it wouldn't be nice. So it's better when I can use it just as a jacket, or yeah, like a coat in the spring maybe. I can of course wear it around the house, but it's just not something I do. So, but I do really like it, and it's very comfortable and cozy, and I hope I will be able to wear it more because I used a lot of time for it. It also has pockets that I'm very proud of. 2 pockets. The only thing that I regret is that I didn't put in markers when I come to where I wanted the row where I wanted pockets, because I had to count and I had to try and find so the pockets aligned on both sides. That was very difficult. So that's a tip for you if you're knitting this. Put in some markers on the row where you know you want your pockets, so you don't have to use hours to figure out where to cut, because that's a little bit scary too. But I think they're aligned pretty well. So it turned out okay. You should see the floor. It's so much of sweaters and things here. The no frills cardigan took me 89 days to knit. In June, I knitted 2 pairs of socks and 2 scarves, one of them being Lotus Lake scarf by Anina Yuti. I have gifted that, so I don't have it here, but the other one was the Angel Wing scarf by Gunn Irene Simensen, and here it is. I knitted this in a yarn that I dyed myself. And yeah, maybe I should show you the lace. And then of course it has 2 wings, so the angel wing scarf. In June it started to get a little bit warmer, even here in Norway, so I knitted a few more summer garments. The first one being the lacy loop tee by Other Loops again. So this is my my third Other Loops top in June. No, not in June, in 2025. And here it is. It's massive, I feel like. It's knitted in Erika Knight Gossypium, I can't even say it, I'm sorry. Erika Knight Gossypium cotton tweed. I'm sure I'm saying it all wrong, I'm so sorry. The color number is 1. The yarn is lovely. It has this moist feeling, which I really like. This is a dropped shoulder again. Great design and great pattern. I wish maybe I have knitted a size smaller for this. It's really, really big, and it didn't turn out quite the way I hoped. So this is another one that I really want to knit again. Sadly, this has not been used a lot. It's very heavy. It feels very heavy. It's not comfortable to wear at all, which is really sad, because the yarn was bought when I was in Denmark on holiday. So it was kind of special. I visited a new yarn store to me that I really liked to visit, and yeah, so it feels really sad that I don't like this, because I really like the look of it. I don't know if you can see the tweed. Yeah, maybe I chose the wrong yarn for this. I'm not sure. But yeah, we'll see if I ever knit this again. Maybe I can give this to someone else. I'm not sure. I think I changed the sleeves on this one, if I can remember correctly, because they were really, really wide. So I think I did rip back and knitted them again and did something with stitch count. So yeah, not everything can be a win, I guess, but it was. I'm bummed that it's not fitting me like I wanted to. But the lacy loop tee, many people knitted this as well, and many people is happy with theirs, and I wish I was too. But hopefully I can get a reknit that I can be happy with sometime in the future. Then Audrey Borrego came into my life. She's a designer that has all of her patterns free on Ravelry, which is insane because she's a very talented designer and has so many beautiful patterns. So I highly recommend you take a look if you haven't already. The first one I knitted is the Cine, and as I said, a free pattern. This is knitted all in scraps. The blue and the pink is Dale Lerche. It's 50% merino, 50% cotton. The brown one is Sandnes Tynn Line. Do I have the color? 2553 brown. Yeah, so I only used these scraps had been in my collection or in my storage for so long. Yeah, so it was really fun to be able to use them, and I didn't have a lot of yarn, so it became a little bit shorter than I wished. So I really like this boxy top, this fit, and of course again the split hem, but it's just a tiny bit too short, so I have been very unsure. I do like the colors, everything about it, it's just too short. So yeah, I don't know. I will maybe try and just gift this to someone and maybe knit it again. It was knitted bottom up, which I don't really like, and I also feel it's very difficult to know how far I need to knit before I'm splitting for the sleeves, because yeah, it's not easy. I guess I can measure on something that I already have that I like, but yeah, maybe next time I'll do better if I ever knit it again. It's a perfect like scrappy project because you don't need a lot of yarn. So yeah, so I recommend it, even though the only problem is it's a little bit too short. I forgot to say that my lacy loop top or tee was knitted in 11 days and the Cine was knitted in 26 days. The last summer top for June, or I don't know if I will call it a summer top. It's a vest maybe. I think I can use this all year. It's also from Audrey Borrego and it's the Hamelin. And I can see that it has some dust on it, but oh well. So on the other side. It's also been in storage. And I love this color so much. I think it's stunning. It's Sunny Sunday in the number 4054, deep wine red, and I think it's so stunning. And also this lace motif. Oh whoa, I love this. This is knitted top down, and yeah, I enjoyed it so much, and the lace is just stunning, and I love this. The only thing I could change is maybe knit a size bigger. It fits me, and as a summer tee or top, it's perfect. Summer vest, I don't know. But if I should use it, I could use it all year round with button up underneath or something. I should have knitted a little bit bigger, so it's a little bit more room for something under it. Other than that, I love it, and it took me 21 days to knit. That concludes my knitting from January until June 2025. I hope that you found some inspiration in there. I thought it was a lot of fun to reflect a little bit and see what I had been knitting in 2025. Some of these have hardly been seen since they were finished, so it's nice for me to take them out and remember them, and maybe try and get some more wear out of them, and maybe get rid of some of those who is not being used. I have forgot to say Happy New Year, everyone. I hope that you are well and that you have a good start to 2026. I will be back soon with my knitting from July until December from 2025, so I hope you will join me for that. And until then, take care and happy knitting. Bye everyone!